And I know this is the part of the schedule where the grind of the regular season can wear players down, Brent.
Well, one of the things, BA, that can really help you out to accelerate this point of the year is go on a nice little winning streak. Win 4 or 5 in a row. And it kind of takes away what it is that the last maybe month has been in terms of the grind. You're celebrating some success that just pushes you towards the playoffs.
Now the starting group for the visitors.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Santi Aldana at the line for one.
So it's the home team now. It's a three-point game. Pass to Chanchar. And there's the screen. To the middle. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Here's Diaz. Tries it from 19. Doncic pulls down the board. Lets it go. Gets a very good look and converts.
I like when Doncic goes right up with it, giving the defense no time to react.
In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
From deep, here's Doncic. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Here's Diaz. Aldama outside. Fires for 3. And his first miss of the night. Now 2 of 3. Here's Chanchar. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for 2, number 5.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Both teams deciding to change it up. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter. From the baseline, jump shot is good.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And he's going for the oop here. And they're pushing it up. Pass to Diaz. And rejected. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
To the left wing. Right wing. Oh, deflected. They set the pick. From behind the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go. Doncic has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Encouraging to see Doncic sink the 3. Needs to keep doing this now.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Aldama outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the right side. Here's Garuba. Off target from the wing.
It can be tough to find space in the mid-range area. Probably should have passed that one up.
Pass to Doncic. Top of the key jumper, no good. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. They lead by 6. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Usman Garuba out there with Santi Aldama. Then there's Ricky Rubio, and it's Hernan Gomez in at small forward. And it's blocked, and he gets it back, and that one's good. Rubio with the ball. Pass to Aldama. 6 to shoot. Outside Rubio. Fires in the triple. Rubio's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. Well, Brent, we hear the term empty stats ever so often. What are your thoughts about that phrase?
BA, when you play such a long season, there are going to be nights where the game is not all that competitive. But we also know that throughout the course of long seasons, there are teams that are not going to be competitive. Still, those guys going out there on a nightly basis and putting up their numbers, getting those reps in, it means they're capable.
Okay, it's time for the 2K leaderboard. The top teams in blocks during the last month of play.
These guys have been so impressive down low on the defensive end. To 9 shots left and right over the past month.
He hits the second from the line. And here's Dragic. No points yet, and we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
And it was really their defense that got them to win. They had a plan scripted out, and it worked to perfection.
Well, good defensive game plan, and then carrying it out for 48 minutes. That really helped them out in that last game.
Knocked away. Now here's Aldama, defended by Dragic. Hernan Gomez gets the bucket. Hernan Gomez has gotten his first basket of the night.
Those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
To the left side wing. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Diaz with a rebound.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
There's a minute 59 left in the second quarter. They set the pick. Here's Rubio. And a miss there on the triple. Gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Covered by Rubio. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Here we go. Hernan Gomez gets the bucket. Hernan Gomez has got his second bucket on the night. A minute 15 left in the second period. Pass to Dragic. Up top, Aldama. Now here's Hernan Gomez. Now here's Hernan Gomez. Coming in off 12 points in his last outing. 2 on the clock. Diaz can't get it to go.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Here's the pick. Dragic against Rubio. They still need this. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Willing passers, unselfish play. Have to appreciate this kind of offense.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Unreal play to take on the contact and get it to go.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Ricky Rubio, one shot.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. They lead by 2. And we've got more action coming your way after this break.
They're getting bullied on the defensive end. Punch in the mouth, kicked in the teeth, but they're still standing. That says something.
All right, fellas. Let's now take a look at what's... Thanks as always.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, one guy who's been getting it done is Luka Doncic.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Gets the 3 to fall. 5 points in the game.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Shoots. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Doncic has got 10 points in the game. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
There's a screen. Pass to Aldama. Here's Diaz. Three-pointer. That shot, no good. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. It's good.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. And looking at the second half of this season, here are the guys who have owned the offensive end. These are the top scorers in the game since the All-Star break. Number 1, Luka Doncic.
You have to appreciate scorers who turn it on down the stretch. He's given them points in crucial games.
Doncic on the wing. Oh, Luka playing grown man ball inside.
And their offense tonight is Luka, Luka, and more Luka. When he's on, it's an opponent's worst nightmare.
Driving in. Can't cash it in from close range.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Tries it from 19. That's off. 5 for 8 from the floor.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Diaz, that's good.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. 1:33 left in the third. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. He's got 6.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
No good with a jumper from the wing.
That was some very intimidating, aggressive defense that really helped alter that shot.
Pass to Chanchar. And that one good.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. Back to Rubio. Oh, got a piece of it. With the drive. Count the basket.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Outside Rubio. 19 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Lays it up and in despite excellent defense. Two on the clock. Takes one from 10 feet. No good on the buzzer beater. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Leading by 6. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Pick by Aldama. Down low. Pass to Rubio. Just 5 to shoot. Pick by Aldama. From the arc. No good that time.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
We've got Usman Garuba, Santi Aldama out there with Ricky Rubio. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 3 spot.
Well, you understand what the defense is trying to do, but Rubio just so creative out there to make plays.
And there's the screen. Sinks it from distance.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Pass to Aldama. Outside Rubio. Now Hernan Gomez. The 3. And it's Rubio with the 3.
Ricky Rubio continues to work on his outside game, that time collecting 3 more.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Will Hardy was going over with his team. He told them, no time to celebrate. The work is not finished. We've got to stick with it and keep growing what we've got here. Words of wisdom for his squad. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks. Doncic. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. That shot missing. Oh, lots of drama in this game so far.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to the final buzzer.
High arcing shot, and the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line.
And when we talk about franchise players, guys who can carry a team, Luka Doncic is one of the few guys in that category.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Good on both.
And not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
A minute 53 left in the fourth quarter. The 3 is up. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Shooting has been good, around 52% from the field. Diaz can't get it to go.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots. That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
Here's Diaz, guarded by Doncic. From deep. Diaz can't get it to go. Shooting great, 62% from the field and continuing to get it done. Doncic, no good.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. And here's Doncic outside. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Unable to get that one. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul, second team foul.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Third personal foul.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
For your home team, number.
That's off as well, so he misses both. Inside, here's Aldama. Money!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
This might be a turning point.
Massive possession here.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
"20 seconds left in the final quarter. Aldama outside. Pass to Diaz. There's the triple. Count it! And that one brings them within one.
And it just sinks it over the taller defender. That's why you have to crowd shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, that effort just not good enough, because even if that defender was a bit taller, the shooter already locked in.
2 shots.
And he does get the second one. And that'll put him up 2. And Ty Lue has called a timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
A chance to tie it up here.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
Oh, he had a chance there to send it to OT, but they come up empty-handed. So the home crowd happy here. All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Barrett.
One, we've got two very good shooting teams that love to focus on that three ball.
Well, there are certain organizations that lean heavily into this age of analytics. Both of these teams like to value the shots you most want. That's at the rim and now the three-point perimeter opportunity. So let it fly, guys.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Joe Ingles. Josh Giddey is out there with Mills. Then it's Exum, and it's Landale in at the 5, roaming the paint. Pass to Şengün. Sapahi, Giddey defending. Just 5 to shoot. A three ball. Drains the three-pointer.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now, here's Ingles. To the middle. And he jams it with authority.
You know, it's never clear what Joe Ingles is thinking. The unpredictability of what he accomplishes in pick and roll is something special.
Larkin looking it over. The 11-footer off the left rim and out. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Pass to Ingles from past the arc. Şengün with the rebound. Sapahi, Giddey defending. Here's Larkin. Here's Biberovic. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Right wing. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
Now here's Mills. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Lays it up and banks it in.
Boy, it looked like the defense was perfectly positioned. Outstanding contest. And Josh Giddey says, I don't care. I'm scoring anyway.
Already one of the best passers in the NBA. Josh Giddey. DB, what's next for him?
I think the only thing that has to improve is the consistency from range shooting. It's such an important aspect for a guard to play. But he's shown a willingness and a found confidence in that perimeter game. And let's remember, Kev, he's in his early 20s. There's so much time for development.
Now here's Giddey. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Here's Biberovic. He's defended by Exum. Chalk up 2 there.
You know, they work the ball into ideal position there to get the high-quality look.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserves.
I think sometimes the bench can make or break you in a particular game, and that was a total team effort, no question.
Here's the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been fantastic from three-point land in the last 10.
You know, they've certainly been knocking down threes at a high rate. You can just see their confidence growing.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. And Simmons slams it in.
This close to the rim, Ben Simmons just leaves, no doubt.
Pass to Şengün. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Known as a terrific passer at his position, Şengün excels at finding the open man.
And Simmons kicks to Green. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Launches it from deep. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. So it's a tie game as we end the first. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Ulaba shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have them, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
You're right. What a performance. Hey, Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Daniels out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Joe Ingles. Then it's Aaron Baines. And it's Green in at the small forward. Pass to Biberovic. For three. The shot misses. Green taking his time here. Outside, Simmons. And Baines kicks to Daniels. Outside, Green. Beyond the arc. Drills it from outside. Green's got 5.
Well, this is one of his great strengths. Ben Simmons has outstanding vision.
Here's Korkmaz. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
How about the payback there, guys? You do you, I do me.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Giddey. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Giddey's got his second basket of the night.
Well, you get a sense of why people are so excited about the well-rounded game of Josh Giddey. Good from the mid-range there.
Here's Biberovic. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. It's deflected. And here's the fast break. Pass to Furphy. 1:51 left in the first half of basketball. In the corner, Simmons with it. Shot clock at 5. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Simmons got 4 this quarter.
You like to see Ben Simmons under duress of the clock not get sped up.
Pass to Osman. Here's Biberovic, guarded by Green. Şengün with a screen on Green. Here's Biberovic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Competitive, selfless, and a high basketball IQ. Şengün with the traits every coach loves.
Alperen Şengün. 2 shots.
Good on both.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Pass to Giddey. Back to Exum. And 1:01 left in the first half of the game. It's rebounded by Şengün. Gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Osman. Ingles covering. And here is Şengün. Shoots over Exum. Şengün with the bucket. Şengün's got 6.
Let the big fella eat. Şengün just doing his thing down low.
Pass to Landale. Now here's Giddey. Tight defense on him. And he makes that one. 6 points here for Josh Giddey.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Here's Larkin, covered by Mills. Larkin, the pass to Osman. To the paint. Time to find Şengün. He gets it to him. Banked in off the glass. 8 points for him.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. They lead by 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
total team effort. Instead of 5 starters, it's like they've got 7 or 8 guys getting it done. That's how good the result.
All right, fellas. Thanks for joining us.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game, great performance by Şengün.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Here's Larkin. Offensive rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
We've got Dante Exum. Mills out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Joe Ingles. And it's Landale in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here's Ingles. Still scoreless. They set the pick. Here's Giddey. Şengün with the rebound. Doing it very well tonight, around 57%. And that one's good, Biberovic has got 6.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Joe Ingles is out there with Exum. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Mills. And it's Landale in at the 5 spot. Count that one.
And how about the body control? Giddey refusing to let the defense alter that shot.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Here's Larkin. 3-pointer. He can't get that one to fall. Larkin's gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%. Mills out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Exum. Then it's Joe Ingles. And it's Landale in at the 5 down low. And it's good for 2.
Boy, what great body control you saw there, laying it up and in despite having the defense draped all over him.
Biberovic lays it up and in off the pretty assist. 8 points for him.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
We've got Mills. Joe Ingles is out there with Exum. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Landale in at the center, filling out the middle. Here's Exum, and here's Mills for 3. And that comes off the assist by Exum.
The sweet spot, the comfort zone for Patty Mills.
Sapahi, Giddey defending. Inside. And Şengün throws it down.
That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
Exum is out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Mills. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Landale in at the center position. Now here's Mills. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Pass to Larkin. Sapahi, Giddey defending. Here's Biberovic. He's got 8. Here's Larkin. Here's the 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Larkin's got 6. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
They've got Josh Giddey. Dante Exum is out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Mills. And it's Landale in at the 5. Now here's Mills. Exum finds Mills. And here is Giddey. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
To the inside. Here's Şengün. Landale grabs the miss.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Giddey. Defense right on him. 3-pointer. He doesn't hit that one. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. They lead. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
We've got Aaron Baines. Daniels out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Josh Green.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Here is Daniels. Shot on the wing. Şengün with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Larkin, covered by Mills. Five on the clock. From deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Giddey. Thing has been outstanding in this game at 58%. At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
To me, it's the ability to facilitate that enhances Josh Giddey as a scorer. You've got to play him for both, and right now he's cooking the defense.
To the left wing. Now, here's Şengün. Defense is right there. Inside. Ingles with the rebound. Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. It's Giddey with the drive.
I tell you, if you give Josh Giddey a lane to the cup, look out. He knows how to finish.
It has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. Now, he's not pleased with the perimeter game on both sides of the ball. He told his guys, we aren't working hard enough out there. We need to shut down the perimeter on defense, and on offense, we have to focus from good to great. Guys?
Thanks, David. .151 left in the fourth quarter.
Listen, he's going to get stronger. When you talk about guile and willingness to battle down low, Josh Giddey is more than up to the task.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, this is why you run your offense through him in important situations. You know he's going to deliver.
Pass to Biberovic. Exum pulls it in. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Giddey with it. And here's Mills for 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
You have to know the scouting report on Patty Mills. He is ready to fire as soon as he touches it.
No one near him. And he swishes it right through.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
And he's got the speed to get away from defenders. Giddey turning on the Jets there.
The 3. Larkin can't get it to go.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way, because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
and you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
Down low. Here's Bibanovic. Ingles with the rebound. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Giddey. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Osman. Here's Korkmaz. Fires for three. He can't get that one. The visiting club takes the win on the road. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time.
Shaping up. Just a little over a month left to go. He spent his whole rookie season being a difference maker on this team. And as the season comes to an end, he's sitting in the third place spot.
And as we approach the end of the season, he's been putting himself in great position to make a run at the Rookie of the Year award.
Yeah, he's in the conversation at least. Some other rookies have lost their momentum as this season has gone on, but this guy right here, he's still near the top of the pack.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Count it, 1 for 1 to start the game. And Richard, for the teams that are playoff bound at this point of the season, do they change anything for the rest of the year?
The main thing is you've got to keep guys fresh. And a coach doesn't want to give too much away in terms of game planning. There is a lot to consider in these moments.
Now here's Hayes.
Away team foul. Substitution for the away team. Number 13, Ricky Rubio.
Here's Hayes for three. The three from Rizashay. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Yeah, good mechanics and a high release. Rizashay's shot is pretty refined and ready for quick attacks like this.
Now here's Aldama, coming in off 12 points in his last outing. Here's Diaz. Just 5 on the clock over Fournier. Diaz can't get it to go.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Pass to Diaz. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Diaz, that's good.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And out on the wings, Zach Rizashay has so many things scouts are looking for these days.
Yeah, B.A., this guy has tremendous potential as a two-way threat. Great length, good athleticism, and his jump shot could be elite.
Now here's Aldama. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Pass to Diaz. Picked by Aldama. Here's the three. Diaz, that's good. Diaz has got 5 points.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. To the inside. Here's Hayes. And the bucket is good. 1:19 left to play in the first. Rubio passes to Diaz, driving to the basket. There's the block, and he's able to get it back. On the run, making the adjustment. He's got 7.
Intelligent basketball. Keep feeding the hot hand.
Pass to Wembanyama. 52 seconds left in the first quarter of the game, and he gets it to go.
Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing, dominating on the inside.
Over to the left wing, Diaz passes to Rubio. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Lets the three fly, sinks the tray.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. That shot wide open.
There's still a developing part of Sarr's game, but he looked confident with that triple.
Here's Diaz. Fournier covering. Elbow shot on the way. That's good on the jumper.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Now here's Hayes. To the middle. The layup off target. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. They lead by a bucket. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
We've got Usman Garuba, Santi Aldama out there with Ricky Rubio. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4 spot. Picked by Gobert. To the paint. On Sunday, and then on Tuesday.
This is a cushy slate coming up. They'll be facing a lot of beatable teams at home. It doesn't get any easier than that in this league.
And here's Rubio. There's a screen from Garuba. Rubio drives in. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Rubio's got 5.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
Also relying on his skill there. That's a nice move against length.
Here's Yabusele. They set a pick. Here's Batum. And the first shot of the night for him. Missing. Here's Garuba. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Nick Batum.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Puts up a 3. Diaz, that's good. He's got 12.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Both teams will make substitutions. Now off the inbound, and he jams it home with authority.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Hernan Gomez sets a screen, down low. It's blocked by Gobert.
Well, Rudy loves erasing shots. Every chance he gets, he'll take a swipe at you.
Wembanyama's shot is good.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Now here's Hernan Gomez. Yet to see a basket. Aldama in the post. And there's the rejection.
What I like about Sarr as a shot blocker, he can do it anywhere on the floor. Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
1:33 left in the second quarter. Here's Diaz. He's defended by Hayes. Diaz can't get it to go. Gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. And Richard, we talked about Victor Wembanyama, 7'4". Skill. Did you ever think we'd see a player like him?
Maybe in about 20 years, but we're seeing more and more hybrids. He is just an outlier that we have never seen before. The tallest player in the league and one of the most skilled.
Shooting about 60% for the game.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Second team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
Taking 2 shots.
Both shots good from the strike. Here's Diaz. He's got 12. 43 seconds left to play in the first half. Clock at 6. To halt the run. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Sarr. The shot. Sinks his third bucket. He's 3 for 6 now.
If that jumper could become a consistent option for Sarr, he's going to be a dangerous player in this league.
With the fadeaway. And that one drops for him.
Why fade away there? Just making the shot more difficult, if you have to ask me.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. They lead by 5. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
Well, I think for the home team, headed down the final month of the season, at this point, they are who they are, a middle-of-the-pack club.
So let's dig into that first half now, and what was a very solid performance for the home team. Glad you could join us.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. They've got Hayes. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Sarr. Then it's Evan Fournier, and it's Risache in at the small forward position. Now here's Hernan Gomez. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
Mr. Bunny, those are the shots you've got to convert.
Hayes for three. Connects from downtown. Hayes has got 7 points.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Pass to Aldama. Fournier covering. Not going to go that time. Shooting an insane 65%. Just terrific. To the inside, Wembanyama. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
That's just the bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Pass to Diaz. Five on the clock. Tries it from the top of the key. Doesn't go for him.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's Wembanyama. Wemby putting on a show.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You got to keep him out of the paint.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He wants to review the game plan. Victor Wembanyama really making a difference here.
He's been on a mission, attacking the basket all game long. I'm curious to see what adjustments they can make.
Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Back to Aldama. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's his first trip to the line. The first one falls.
Shooting for the away team.
Both good from the line that time.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Fournier, the pass to Sarr. Here's Risache. Wembanyama screen. To the middle. Oh! Wembanyama throws it down.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Aldama outside. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Risache.
Man, just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
To the paint. Comes up empty down low. Gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. Aldama, the pass to Diaz. 1:27 left to play in the third. Another shot. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Wembanyama. Here's Hayes. Yes, and it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. Hayes has got 9 points.
What a smart pass from Wembanyama. Already adept at scanning the floor and finding open teammates.
Pass to Aldama. 6 to shoot. Here's Diaz. Fires from deep. Some solid defense from Hayes. Outside Wembanyama. And here's Hayes. Takes the three. Aldama grabs the board. Shooting just 38% for this game so far. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Risache. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Inside. Lets it go from 11. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. They lead by 12. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Bilal Koulibaly, Nicholas Batum out there with Rudy Gobert, and it's Jang in at the point. Aldama outside. He can't get that one to fall. But Grant, it's obvious who's been in control of this game.
You know, you really have to appreciate their relentlessness.
Here's Jang, covered by Rubio. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Gobert. Fires it. And no good. His first shot of the night, missing. Here's Rubio. Here's Garuba. And Gobert with a block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. And timeout called by Ty Lue, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. So both teams making some changes here. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Tyronn Lue address the team. He encouraged his guys to not hold back, saying, we can do this, but it's on us. We've got to go out there and be aggressive. So that's the plan coming out of the huddle. Back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Here's Sarr. The putback. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost them 3.
They've got time on their side here, Graham.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Pass to Hayes. Here's Rizachet.
Away team ball.
Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Fournier covering. Fades and shoots. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in.
Taking people to school with moves like that.
Shooting efficiently. 50% so far. Here's Wembanyama. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Yeah, Wembanyama fights for his bucket, using his size to get it done despite the foul.
Gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Fournier covering. Pass to Diaz. Now here's Hernan Gomez, covered by Wembanyama, to the paint. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Pass to Rizachet. Here's Sarr, guarded by Aldama. Here's Wembanyama. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And with the 8-foot wingspan of Wembanyama, it feels like he releases the ball halfway to the bucket.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama. 1:15 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Fournier covering. Pass to Aldama. Shot clock at 6. Diaz can't get it to go. I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one.
To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
The three from Rizashay. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Will it go? And the three-pointer goes. As they get the victory. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come.
Are teams' identities that well defined?
Well, Kevin, they better be. If you don't have an identity at this point, I don't know how you're going to get one. Look, you're going to improve in whatever you do as the season goes on, hopefully, but your identity by now should be firmly established, what type of team you are and want to be. Teams that don't have that, they're in trouble.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Joe Ingles is out there with Exum. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Mills. And it's Landale in at the 5. Down low. It's good from long range.
And it's so hard to take away the 3 from Doncic. He needs very little space, and if you press up on him, he'll go right around you.
Now here's Exum. To the middle. Landale with the bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Six to shoot. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
On the wing, Ingles. Here's Giddey. That 3 off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to Doncic. Shoots over Exum, and the basket good. A bank shot that time. Doncic has got 5.
And when Luka sees the mid-range open up, he takes the shot, keeping things simple.
And he drives in. They get it back, and here's Mills. Sinks the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Lazic, Giddey defending. Here's Doncic. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 7.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Both teams will make substitutions. Here now, the league's highest scoring teams the past 10 games. What a stretch it has been for these guys.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be in a rhythm in terms of scoring, and they are putting up some big numbers.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Landale, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's his first trip to the line.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Gone 4-4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Inside. Here's Doncic. It's rebounded by Giddey.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Pass to Landale. Here's Exum.
And so far the story on Luka Doncic. Last season he played outstanding, and he was also one of the league's most aggressive ball-hawking defenders, finishing top 5 in steals.
And seeing what he did last year, just blowing up the defensive schemes designed to keep him under control, man. As you said, second best scorer in the league. It was a beautiful thing to watch. Now, here's Green after Luka Doncic's miss. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first. Mills finds Green. Ingles with the screen for Simmons. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
And every jumper Simmons makes gives the defense more to think about. That's a nice shot.
Here he goes. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Pass to Mills. Takes the three. Connects from three-point range. Mills has got his second bucket of the night.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Up by 4. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And, guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
We've got Aaron Baines. Josh Green is out there with Joe Ingles. Then it's Daniels, and it's Simmons in at the point guard. Pass to Chanchar. Green with the rebound. You got Josh Green. Joe Ingles is out there with Aaron Baines. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Daniels and it's shooting guard.
Simmons showing confidence in that jumper. I like that.
We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
On the wing, Green. Pass to Furphy. Green taking his time here. From deep three-point land. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Simmons passes to Baines. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Great open look there. Furphy's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
To the paint. Basket good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Here are the top distributors from last season. These guys always seem to find the open man. Second, Luka Doncic.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
Here's Landale. Can't cash in from close range.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Pass to Chunchard. 58 seconds left in the first half. From deep. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Here's Landale. Pass to Ingles. Fires from deep. He's off on that one. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Doncic outside. 16 seconds left to play here in the half. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
He misses the free throw.
Team foul. At the line for your home team.
And the second free throw, good.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Here's Giddey. Can't hit the free throw line jump.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Leading by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
You take a look at the visitors. This team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things. And I got to say, they're looking almost as dominant as Kenny.
And swinging back to that first half of action, it has been a close contest for the visiting team. And that is it for half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
It's rebounded by Giddey. Doing it very well tonight, around 57%. They've got Josh Giddey. Joe Ingles is out there with Dante Exum. And it's Mills. And it's Landale in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here's Exum. Still without a basket. Pass to Ingles. Fires the 3. Headshot off. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
All right, a chance to look at the numbers for Ingles. Last season's performance for him. Last season, checked in at 4 points a game, 3 assists and 2 rebounds. Just a fantastic scorer off the bench. Always a factor in every game he plays.
Yeah, look, you need that kind of punch off the bench. Someone who can help shoulder the offensive load.
We got Joe Ingles. Josh Giddey is out there with Mills. Then there's Dante Exum. And it's Landale in at the center, filling out the middle. Here's Chunchard. Sinks the three-pointer. Chunchard's got himself on the board with 3 there.
I love the way he went with the bounce pass there. Great awareness.
Exum is out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Mills. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Landale in at the 5. Roaming the paint. Here's Landale. He has 5. Comes up empty down low. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Back to Doncic. From 11 feet away. And he hits the jump shot. Doncic has got 9.
And he's such a polished shooter. You can't give Doncic these kinds of opportunities or he's going to burn you.
Josh Giddey is out there with Mills. Then it's Joe Ingles. Then it's Exum. And it's Landale in at the 5 spot. Pass to Giddey. From downtown, Chanchard grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Lazic, Ingles covering. Here's Doncic over Mills. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. He's got 11. And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks?
Yeah.
Payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof. But look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security, Kevin.
And it goes down 2 points. Giddey's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And honestly, Giddey mostly avoids that area, but nice to see him being aggressive.
We're at the break in the action. Let's show you the teams that have been making their opponents work especially hard over the past 10 games.
I mean, they've been impressive on the defensive end, and they may have caught a few teams on off nights, but you've got to give them credit. They've made scoring a chore when you look at their opponents.
And down it goes, jamming that one home. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
And Mills kicks to Daniels. Down low. And it's Simmons, that time on the assist by Daniels. Simmons got his 3rd basket of the night right there. 3rd quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
Number 58, first personal foul, first team foul. At the line.
And the first one at the line is good.
Number 23, 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Gone 3 of 6 in the 3rd quarter. 50% from the field. Daniels passes to Thibault. Back to Daniels. And they're moving it up. Here's Dragic. Green with the rebound. Inside. Here's Baines. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Gets it off. No good. Shot missing. We're at the end of the 3rd, and we've still got a close one. Up by 2. 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Green in the post. The shot will not fall. 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Simmons is out there with Daniels. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Josh Green. And it's Baines in at the center. 6 on the shot clock. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Mills with it. Pass to Exum. Here's Landale. The wide open look here for Ingles. Drains it from beyond the arc. Ingles has got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. Doncic, bounce pass. 4th quarter still young, just over a minute play. Throws it up high. Cuts off the pass. Mills with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Now here's Mills. Not a lot of room. Pass to Ingles. And here's Exum. And it's Giddey in the corner. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Timeout.
And that's now 6 points here for Josh Giddey. And Will Hardy is called timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, guys, listen in with Will Hardy and his team. He said to his guys, we need to push the pace more. Come on, guys, we're at our best when we're attacking in transition. Energy up now. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Now, here's Ingles. Now, Giddey.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Misses from short range. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Luka taking it in. It's rebounded by Giddey. Gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And Mills kicks to Giddey. Floats one. Count it. Giddey's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, stone cold stuff there from Josh Giddey. Big time shot in the moment.
Here's Doncic. Rebounded by Exum.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Now, here's Doncic. Took him no time at all on that one.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
To the middle. Pass to Ingles. Up top, Giddey. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And I like Giddey getting physical, challenging the defense.
The line for the away team, Josh Giddey. Taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Great work at the line under pressure. They're that much closer to putting this game away.
Here's Doncic. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Big time basket at a big time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Now here's Mills. Now here's Giddey. Pass to Exum. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. And Will Hardy is called timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
Here's Doncic. No good. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Luka Doncic. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Patrick Mills. 2 shots.
Second one is good, and both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
And so the road team gets the W in this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know,
See how the West is stacked. You take a look at the home team. They're currently holding on to the third best record in the conference. Now the starting group for the visitors. We should see some great ball movement with these two teams, Grant. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. From 13. And the shot is good. Drop it in off the front of the rim.
Giannis has added the mid-range game to his arsenal, and he's very effective from there.
Pass to Şengün. Puts it up from 12. Nice jump shot.
You've got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. Of course, we talked mostly about Giannis Antetokounmpo, the focus of this one. Coach telling me I've lost sleep thinking about Giannis. He can just take over a game, no matter how you play him. We're hoping he'll be a little off tonight. Do off nights exist for Giannis, guys? We'll find out.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. There's a screen. Here's Osman. Knocks down the long J.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Here's Kalathis. Can't connect from short range. Just over a minute and a half in. Şengün, the screen. 6 on the shot clock. And Şengün, throw it down.
Excellent in the screen and roll. Şengün with a wide base and natural strength, and he makes excellent decisions with the ball.
Pass to Antetokounmpo.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
And can't connect on that one. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now. And Clark, Giannis is an endearing player in many ways. Which one of his dad jokes is your favorite?
Tell you what, B.A., I can't pick out a favorite, but I love the fact that he's got such a great sense of humor and a sense of being comfortable in his own skin. That all comes out when he interacts with the media and fans. He doesn't take himself too seriously, and I think that's why so many people love him.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
We've seen some obvious improvement in his free throw shooting since last year.
Gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter here. Antetokounmpo outside. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis' career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
And he's good on the second.
Yeah, you know, the Greek Freak is extremely versatile. He's a 5-position player and does all of it at an elite level.
Here's Osman. 6 points for him. Nails it from 3.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Pass to Şengün. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
Substitution on the court.
Gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Papanikolaou. Down low. It's stolen. Here's Larkin. And not going to go. He misses his first attempt of the night. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Leading by 5. We've got more. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points, and their reserves delivered.
And you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
Kalaitzakis grabs the miss. Here's Papanikolaou. To the inside, kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. The 3 is up. Oh, thanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Here's Osman. Antetokounmpo covering. With to mark. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Kalaitzakis. And he lobs it up to the rim. Here's Larkin. He's scoreless. Well, Grant, trade talks always ramp up this time of year. But if you're a player in those rumors, that can really take a mental toll.
Oh, B.A., absolutely. Especially the first time it happens. You have to try and remind yourself that it's a business. But sometimes that doesn't make it any easier.
Here's Dorsey. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Inside. And he makes it on the layup.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Deflects the pass. To the middle. Here's Dorsey. He's off on the layup. Here's Larkin. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Osman with the bucket.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
Antetokounmpo outside. Oh, the block shot. Grabs it out of the air. Here's the break. The floater. And he takes it up and lays it in.
There's a touch of artistry to the floater. Takes feel as much as skill.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You got to trust in the system.
Here's Papanikolaou. Still without a bucket. And the call will be against Alperen Sengun. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Antetokounmpo, right side. Against contact. Giannis stays strong.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
Pass to Korkmaz. Six to shoot. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. Gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Up again. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Counted. Sengun's got 6.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Tipped. Here's Papanikolaou. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
To the paint. And Şengün gets it to go. Şengün's got 4 points this quarter.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. They're up 7. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Well, Coach, this first half has been a struggle. What's been the problem?
Lack of intensity.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Gotta love All-Star Weekend, guys, especially when it comes to the three-point contest.
I think we should have a three-point contest right now.
And returning our attention to this game, an impressive first half for the home team.
Their bench came.
Thanks for tuning in.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Here's Larkin. Still no points. And they'll get another chance.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Calathes. Here's Antetokounmpo. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
He is certainly one of the few true franchise cornerstones in the league. Few guys can take over a game like the Greek Freak.
Here's Şengün. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
He's lighting them up. Tough to strategize a comeback when you're being run over.
Antetokounmpo outside. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Cash money from 16 feet away.
Another night we see Giannis at his best. This defense doesn't have a clue as to how to guard it.
Pass to Şengün. Here's Baberovic. It's tipped. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Calathes, defended by Şengün. Antetokounmpo outside. Ooh, Giannis using his length inside.
Good luck against Giannis in the paint. Get out of the way is probably your best option.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Larkin. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. Drills it from deep. Larkin's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on the team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Here's Calathes. The 3-ball. It's rebounded by Şengün.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding, especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Şengün. So both teams changing it up here. 1:10 left in the third. Here's Kalaitzakis. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Şengün. Firing up the 2K leaderboard. The NBA's leaders in shooting over the last month.
Their offense has clicked the past few weeks. I mean, everyone out there knows their role and where to be on the floor.
To the left wing. 5 on the clock. Over to the wing. Lets it fly. Korkmaz pulls it in. Gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Here's Osman. Doesn't go that time.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
32 seconds left in the third quarter. Down low. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Here's Korkmaz. No made baskets yet. Pass to Osman. To the wing, right side. Şengün, the screen. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
It was a strong move. The shot's just a little off.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
Here he goes. That one goes. Count it. 6 points for him.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
And we've reached the end of the third. They're up 7. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Kalaitzakis. Out to the right wing. And the officials will call the illegal screen here. On Thursday and on Sunday.
Some might look at this schedule and already mark off how many wins they'll get. But I think that's a mistake. You can never take a night off in the NBA. Even the ones you think will be easy are tough.
Osman, he's checked in for your 7. Pass to Osman. Let's go with a 3. Knocks down the triple.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Driving inside. The rebound by Osman.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Here's Larkin. That shot, no good.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Here's Osman. Finished off the break.
His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, guys. Over the last break, I listened to Tom Thibodeau address the team. He questioned his team's effort, asking them, should I put in the bench right now? Wake up, guys. We can still win this game, but I need you all to play like you believe you can. Not exactly a fun huddle to listen to, guys.
Allie, thank you.
You know, when you're talking about guys who can score over anybody, Antetokounmpo's name always comes up. So hard to defend.
Pass to Larkin. Şengün, the screen.
Away team ball.
Gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Antetokounmpo against Şengün. No, misses that one. 8 for 11 now. Here's Bavarovic. Off target from three-point range.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Here's Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Well, Alperen Şengün's developed into a great scorer. He can put up some big numbers.
There's a screen. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis with the jam.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Puts it up. And he makes good on his first shot of the game.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there, go get it.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Boy, for such a young player, the razor-sharp focus of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. I mean, a muscular guy who still makes baskets despite getting hit in the process. He's not wide, but he is muscular.
Tips it. Great positioning on the putback.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
And the basket by Antetokounmpo. 27 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Over to the wing. Here's Larkin. From about 16, 3 on the clock. 20 feet out. And Bavarovic gets it to go. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat.
The final game of the regular season, Greg. It's time to look ahead for most teams.
And for some, that's looking towards the playoffs, right? Others, it's looking to the offseason, but don't look too far down the road just yet. We've got a game to play.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Joe Ingles is out there with Exum. Then it's Mills. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Landale in at the center, filling out the middle. Here's Diaz. Here's Hernan Gomez. It's blocked, and it ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Aldama with the ball. Ingles covering. Pass to Abrinas. Over to the left wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Diaz. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Giddey with it. His last outing, he had 8 points. To the inside. Here's Landale. And easy 2 points on the layup.
Excellent use of the screen roll. Giddey running it like a seasoned vet.
Pass to Aldama. Here's Diaz. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Now, here's Ingles. Inside. Diaz, good. Diaz has got 7 points.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad. He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
First free throw is good. Josh Green's checked in for Joe Ingles. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Just to Mills. There's the three. Herman Gomez grabs the miss. Gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And Exum comes to help. Here's Abrinas, and he's good on the 3-ball. He has 5.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Now here's Giddey. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Now here's Mills. He's guarded closely. Landale misses. Gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. 1:09 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Diaz. There's a screen by Aldama. Drives to the hoop. Diaz the pass to Aldama. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Now what a great option he gives them on every possession.
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Mills looking it over. Pass to Furphy. Now Daniels. In the corner, Simmons with it. Back to Daniels. Here's Mills. Here's Furphy. And the 3-ball is good.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Here's Garuba, guarded by Simmons. Here's Garuba. Rubio, the pass to Garuba. Good on the bucket.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Furphy. Outside, Green launches a 3. The shot, no good. And so the first quarter is in the books. They lead by 8. And back in a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
Joe Ingles is out there with Aaron Baines. And it's Green. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Daniels in at the shooting guard position. That one drops for him. Garuba's got his second basket of the night.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Rubio against Simmons. Baines sets the pick for Simmons. To the middle. Shots good by Baines. Baines has got his first points of the night.
And that pass-first nature of Simmons, outstanding at understanding when his teammates are open.
Rubio, the pass to Garuba. Here's Aldama to the paint. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. Simmons inside. Covered by Rubio. And that one's good. Simmons.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Hernan Gomez against Green. Hernan Gomez down low. Pass to Aldama. There's the triple. Simmons pulls it in. Greg, we know about the Euro step. But is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Yeah, for Daniels, it's still about finding his niche. It's the potential of Daniels that keeps you tantalized, the swing man that can play multiple defensive positions.
Pass to Aldama.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Hernan Gomez with the ball. Here's Abrinas. Over Giddy. Misses the jumper.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Thibault, the pass to Daniels. On the wing, Giddy. Still yet to score. Pass to Green. Lets it go from deep. Nope, not that time. Nothing for two from the field. Gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Giddy. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got 4 rebounds in this game. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Now Aldama. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Diaz, good.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. There's 53 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Giddy. Here's Exum. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Diaz the pass to Abrinas. Over Giddy. Abrinas with the bucket. Abrinas has got 7 points.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Up top, Mills. Scoreless thus far. Exum's shot is off.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Here's Diaz. Over Giddy. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. They're up by 8. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Here with Ty Lue.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's all been gravy, baby, and you know I know all the flavors of gravy. Movement, finding good looks, and shooting the ball at a...
And now let's see. And that is a wrap.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Here's Diaz. We've got Hernan Gomez. And it's Aldama in the power forward. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Being 43% from the field. Pass to Mills. Now here's Exum. Back to Mills. Down low, just 5 on the clock. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. So he gets them both. Wonderfully up to this point, 67%. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Abrinas. Here's Diaz. 9 points in the game so far. To the paint. He had stolen by Ingles. And here's Mills. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Exum deciding where to go with it. Inside, Landale. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Landale's got 6 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Just 5 to shoot. Fades. Aldama gets the bucket. Aldama's got his second bucket of the night.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Here's Landale. He's got 6 for the 3. Cranes the three-pointer. He's got 8.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Pass to Hernan Gomez.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
A floater. Abrinas with the bucket.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Here's Giddey. Sinks the triple.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Brent, some early success for Josh Giddey in the NBA. When you look at his game, what do you like most?
I love the vision, Kevin. This guy is one of the most creative passers that the NBA has and is willing to take some risks. And the reason he does that is he has confidence in his teammates. But that vision by Josh Giddey is something special.
Here's Hernan Gomez, and plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Free throw good, Hernan Gomez. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 1:15 left to play in the third. Now here's Mills. No scoring in this one. On the wing, Green. Here's the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Count the basket.
You can see how comfortable Daniels is running that pick and roll. He called his own number that time.
Rubio looking it over. From 13, Ben Simmons with the rebound.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Hernan Gomez against Simmons. Diaz. No good on the 3. Gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. Here's Simmons from 13 feet. It goes down.
And that's where Simmons wants to operate as a scorer. Foul line down.
Here's Diaz. Hernan Gomez. That's and it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there. Team is pumped up.
And we wrap up the third and looking to be an exciting fourth quarter. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with Coach Toronto.
Keep attacking, all right? Nah, come on, be a
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Aaron Baines out there with Josh Green. Then it's Daniels. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Simmons in at the 1 spot. Aldama with the rebound. With the drive. It's hauled in by Thybulle. Thing has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? To the inside. They kick it out to Green. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists now in this one. Simmons against Rubio. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Ben Simmons.
Rubio struggles to score, so one thing you don't want to do is send him to the free throw line. He's as good as they get.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Now here's Mills, covered by Rubio. Up top, Exum. Pass to Landale. From outside, off the mark.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
And this is the time when you want to lock it down defensively. Thus far, not happening.
I'm looking out there trying to find one guy at least interested in playing defense, not that last possession.
Diaz is checked in for Ricky Rubio. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. Now with the game in the balance, coach told his team to play loose. Don't overthink it. We got this far playing our game, and we can win the same way. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Diaz, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Back to Abrinas. Hernan Gomez, a screen. To the middle. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Pass to Ingles. Jacks up a 3. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Ingles has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Diaz. Covered by Mills. Here's Abrinas. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but if it gets close, he's getting the ball. No nerves from Josh Giddey that time.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. There's a screen by Aldama. Pass to Diaz. To the wing right side. Aldama can't hit. Gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Now here's Giddey. Not a lot of room.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Pass to Diaz. Over Ingles. And they'll get another chance. Here's Aldama. It's good from beyond the arc.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Here's Giddey. Can't connect from short range.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Abrinas. Pass to Aldama. 3-pointer. Ingles with the rebound. And here is Giddey. On the wing, Ingles. Fires from deep. Oh, they shot at a chance, but no good. And so the home crowd treated to a win. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And
Great new players quickly.
Brian, this is always such a fascinating dynamic to me because contending teams usually make trades because they feel like they're one small piece away. But inevitably, you have messed with the innate chemistry built over the course of the early part of the season. Now you've got to get the newcomers up to speed in terms of your vernacular, what your rotations are, and how quickly can they get acclimated to the wants and desires of their teammates. I love this process.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line to try to make it a three-point play. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
Doncic outside. Here's Cancar. Antetokounmpo covering. Cancar passes to Doncic. Doncic is doubled. 6 on the shot clock. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
It's one of the best things about playing with Luka Doncic. He creates a lot of open looks.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Doncic grabs the miss.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Doris, you talk about a guy who forces you to play at his pace. That's Luka Doncic.
Oh, my goodness, B.A., there's no question. He's got tremendous patience. He's in complete command of the tempo of the game. But maybe my favorite aspect is how he manipulates the game to get defenders off balance.
Antetokounmpo, bam!
Yeah, one of the most efficient inside scorers. Giannis just can't be stopped.
Giannis with the rebound. Gone 2 of 3 from the floor. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Hits the trifecta.
And that's just Giannis making the right play, feeding the open man.
Pass to Doncic. Here's the 3. Drops in the 3.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
1:43 left to play in the first. And a missed layup. Gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. This one for 3. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
And I know Doncic prefers a straight-on 3 shot, but his touch works just as well there in the corners.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Making a statement here early, going right to the rack. I love it.
And this is why you get the ball into his hands. Let him establish the pace and rhythm of the game.
The resume Giannis has built already is impressive, and he's nowhere close to being done adding to it.
Back to Dragic. They set the screen. Into the lane. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Antetokounmpo surveys. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, what a sweet move from Giannis. Just breaking down the defense there.
"15 seconds left in the first quarter here.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for 2, number...
And he makes a first. Both teams will make substitutions. And so he makes both from the line. 5 ticks left to play in the first. But if it goes... Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. They're up by 2, and the second quarter is on its way when we return. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, they clearly came into this game focused on sharing the ball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Papanikolaou. Now here's Antetokounmpo. 4-3. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. There's a screen. Antetokounmpo covering. Rejected by Antetokounmpo. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. When you look back at the history of the league, Doris, no position has evolved more than the center.
You know, B.A., that's a tremendous point because you look at some of the best players in the league, they occupy the 5 spot. They're asked to do so much. Defensively, protect the rim. Be able to switch out and guard smaller players on the perimeter. Now you're being asked to be able to make shots from 3. I mean, big man's got a lot of responsibility in today's game.
Beyond the arc. And that won't fall for him. He's 0 for 2. Here's Papanikolaou. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Inside. Pass to Dragic. To the paint. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
And somewhat surprisingly, the club split their 2 meetings last year.
You know, despite the disparity in talent, these 2 teams played each other tough last year. Let's see how competitive they are this time around.
We've got 1:55 left in the half. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Shoots a fadeaway, and he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. Antetokounmpo's got 12.
And the game plan for them should be simple. Keep getting it to Giannis. The Greek freak is on fire.
To the middle. Giannis with the rebound. Gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. No good. That would have tied it. 1:16 left in the second. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Doncic, good.
Well, there's a mix of touch and power that Luka Doncic brings to the game. You can't take him lightly when he touches the paint.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Antetokounmpo, nice shot from 10 feet out. Antetokounmpo has got 4 points this quarter.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Pass to Chanchar. Fires for 3. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Chanchar's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Antetokounmpo. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Up by 3. All right, Allie's ready to go. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
I only have 2 words for you. Elbow, famich. Establish yourself inside, good things will happen. That's right, Ernie.
And now we get to check out the... Glad you could join us.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Cash money on the open jump shot. Antetokounmpo's got 16 points now.
And you could see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Back to Doncic. From 12 feet. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. He's got 10.
Well, Luka not forcing his way inside, just taking that mid-range shot because that's what the defense offered up to him.
Here's Papanikolaou with his first shot attempt. No good there. Second half getting started. About a minute played. Here's Doncic. He's got 10. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for your home team, number 34.
So he makes one of two, and the second one misses. And here's the fast break. Here's Papanikolaou. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Pass to Chanchar. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Second team foul.
That free throw misses.
At the line for your home team, Blasic. 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. Antetokounmpo with it. 16 points for him. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. The shot's good.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Doncic outside. And it's good from the elbow. Doncic has got 4 points in the quarter.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Here's Calathes. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist.
Now you see how comfortable Giannis is in the pick and rolls. Keeping things simple, just a smart pass.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Pass to Chanchar. Shot clock at 5. From 18 feet away. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Since the break, it feels like an entirely new game.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
A minute 6 left in the third quarter here. Out to the right wing. For the tie. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Number 7.
It's all knotted up.
Well, this is a shot he hits with regularity. Defense trying to close, just not good enough.
To the inside, the kick out to Dragic. Pass to Chanchar to the left side wing. With some arc.
Away team foul. Number 45. Second personal foul.
And the first one at the line is good. Both teams deciding to change it up. It's both from the stripe. gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock, and the layup is good off the glass.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Shot clock at 6. And they pick up 2. He's got 6. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. They're up by 2, and we'll be back right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Pass to Kalitzakis. And there's a 3-second violation.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
Number 43.
Oh, lots of drama in this game so far.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to the final buzzer.
Dragic outside. Sinks that one from the post.
All night long, the defensive intensity just hasn't been there. They got to figure it out.
Good question. So far, these teams just seem content to shoot it out down the stretch.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over the last break I listened to Tom Thibodeau address the team. He likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Let's keep pounding it as long as we can.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Oh, the streak of Giannis.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Back to Doncic. Three-pointer. The shot, no good.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Antetokounmpo, left side. That one's good. Nothing but net. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And using that mid-range area of the floor, Giannis is so confident shooting from there.
Pass to Doncic. And they doubled up Doncic.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Down low. Doncic throws it down.
He has been taking and making big shots for a long time. Look at Doncic with the delivery.
And here is Antetokounmpo. The fader. No luck on that one.
Ooh, he really came close to leveling the score there.
Oh, he had it in his sights. He wanted it. That bucket would have been huge.
Doncic is doubled. Pass to Chanchar. Doncic outside. To the paint. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
And he is just showing off right now. I mean, he's giving you leadership. Giannis just takes pride in stepping up and hitting those big shots.
From deep, here's Doncic. Oh, gets the free to fall.
Luka Doncic is the option, folks. You see the trust they place in him and why.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Papanikolaou. 4 on the clock. Jonchar with the rebound. And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he commits the intentional foul.
Second team foul.
He hits the first one. And that increases the lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 7-point game.
That's exactly how to close out a game. Take advantage of every opportunity.
And timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. Pass to Antetokounmpo. It falls! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. There's 21 seconds left to play in the fourth. And that's an intentional foul.
Third team foul.
He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6.
Taking 2 shots.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 7-point game.
And you know they're extremely disappointed right now. I mean, this one getting away from them.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way. Well, he's been shooting it so well because he's been so active, moving and working to get high percentage shots.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And he ends up making the second, and that puts him up 5. Let's go with a 3. That shot, no good. And so the home crowd treated to a win. All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up for North.